J.R. Santana looking to bounce back after struggling last series. Can he turn things around today? It's the Miami Marlins taking on the New York Yankees. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Digging in, J.R. Santana.
Santana.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. Doyle raging back towards the wall. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Jose Velasquez.
Back at Yankee Stadium, top of the second. And now for the Marlins, number 6.
Orlando.
Out to short. In plenty of time to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Jace Young.
Man at first, one away.
The shortstop,
Santana working through some struggles lately. The shortstop takes the ball.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That one in for a strike, 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Makes the play, and that's out, number 3. So the batting order turns over. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Juan Lorenz. Singy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Santana slings to first in time. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Santana.
Burton back to work. There's a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
Swing and a miss. Burton still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one, and at this point he wants to finish what he started.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Santana had a game to forget in the loss.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more. They took the loss, and he might have dragged him down a little bit.
J.R. Santana with a remarkable season so far, leading his team in runs batted in. Can he deliver at the plate again today? It's the Miami Marlins going up against the New York Yankees. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Now, J.R. Santana. Santana getting to start at shortstop, 29 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Nice.
Liner, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting fourth, the first baseman.
Here's the veteran first baseman, Jose Velasquez. 2-2 now. Lifted in the air, right center field. Cross on his way over. And that's the third out. The Yanks lead 1, and it remains 1-0. Alex Freeland getting ready to hit.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Cross over at first with 1 away. On the ground, 2 ball. Acrobatic throw for 1, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Marlins 1 and the Yankees nothing. Two outs, base is empty.
The shortstop, Santana.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Hauls it in to end the inning. Yanks held in check. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Runner at second, 2 down.
The Yankees, the shortstop, Santana.
There's a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
No balls, two
Runner at
strikes.
second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. That one
One ball,
almost got him.
2 strikes.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Man on second, 2 down. Got him swinging. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Marlins 3 and the Yankees nothing. Two outs, runner at first. And up next for New York, J.R. Santana. 1 for 3. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. DeLuca, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one ripped. And that's a fair ball. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
So up next, J.R. Santana. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Calling it bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering is fouled back. And the 0-2. The shortstop takes the
2
ball.
strikes.
Up and in, and the count is even 2-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
3.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout, and an excellent job keeping it right there.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2.
Santana played okay, but not well enough to boost them to a win.
Not one to put on the personal highlight reel necessarily, but wasn't a big downfall for him in the loss.
Now a chance for Fred Doyle.
Fred Doyle.
Out to short. Santana. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Ground ball up the middle, and that one handled over to first, And that is the third out of the inning. So the Yanks go in order. Scoreless after one. Second inning set to go. And at the plate for Miami, Gavin Cross. Swing and a chopper out to short. And quickly one away in the second. 2 outs, base is empty. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Late on that fastball.
You know, Boog, every team has a hitter's meeting pregame, but this lineup seems way too anxious, aggressive. You wonder what they talked about.
That one way inside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Down in order go the Yankees. Still no score. Back now in the Bronx, and now the shortstop, J.R. Santana.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
Winchester back to work. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jose.
Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Rocketed that one out of here, and they walk it off.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
Santana was the hero in this one and had a very solid game. Had only 1 hit, but made it count with a homer.
It was a good game to begin with, but when you factor in how he walked it off for him, that's just the cherry on top. This one's got to feel good.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. J.R. Santana is focused and ready for this one. Yet another chance to show the baseball world what he's made of. It's the New York Yankees taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming your way next. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, J.R. Santana. Santana went deep in his most recent game. That's in there. It's 0-1.
No ball. One strike.
Santana playing up the middle at short. 29 years old. He's a former American League MVP. Hit in the air, center field. Blaze makes the grab. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Fought off foul. Two outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Freeland towards the line, looking up, makes a one. So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's the shortstop. Out to short, Santana. They don't come any quicker. 3 pitches for 3 outs. Inning over. 1, 2, 3. Go to Cardinals. 1 out. Bases empty. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
This to third. Zips it to first. 2 away.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
There's the shortstop at the plate. Singh, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. On the ground, could be 2. The throw to second, over to first, safe.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Ready to begin the 8th. Now, J.R. Santana.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
On the ground. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jose Velasquez.
Man at first, nobody out. And now the first baseman, Jose Velasquez. Right through there for a strike. Yankees up by 3. Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the
runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out.
2 unsuccessful stolen base attempts tonight, so I think this is where we probably see them change up their plan offensively. The running game just isn't working, and those are costly outs, so they're going to have to string together some hits and change things up a little bit.
Man at first. Here's the catcher.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Grounder might be 2. To first, 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
William Chung will hit next.
The third baseman,
Wolf leads off first with 1 away. Grounded to third, could be 2. 1 at second. That's a double play. The ball game is over.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with a W.
J.R. Santana stepping in now for the Yankees. Santana in his 6th season, hitting 3rd in the lineup. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
Just missed.
Outside.
2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a ball popped up. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. So the Yanks go in order, and now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here at Busch Stadium, on to the 4th. Stepping in the long ball threat, J.R. Santana. Foul ball there. Arnaz with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to first.
He's out.
And a quick out, number 1. Nobody out. Runner at first.
Santana.
And that one fouled off. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Yankees. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. One down, and here's the catcher.
Eduardo.
One down, base is empty. Into center. Jones racing in some more. Makes a nice grab at a full sprint. 2 down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Hard hit left side. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Yankees strand the tying run on base to win it. Santana had a game to forget.
Well, I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lousy game at the dish. Sure, they got the win, but if he performs like that, it doesn't make it easy.
J.R. Santana stepping in now for the Yankees.
Santana.
Gets under it and pops it up. Roach. They got it for out number 2.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Jose Velasquez.
2 outs, runner at first. And here's the first baseman. Runner on the move. Out to short. Oh, nice play. No throw, and everyone is safe. Late on that fastball.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Two outs. Swings through that one for strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
That one misses. 2-2. DeLuca off of first with 2 away. That one just misses, and that's ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 1 left for the Yankees, but they hold a 1-0 lead. One out, bases empty.
Shortstop, Santana.
Right back to him on the mound. Throws to first in time, and there's 2 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And we're back. New inning getting started. Now here is J.R. Santana.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
And there's a foul ball. The Yankees looking to rally. Swing and a foul out of play. The shortstop takes the ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground, 2 ball. Into the outfield, base hit. The throw to second is offline. And he'll make it up to second as he advances on the throwing error. Santana had a poor showing, needed to do more.
Well, Boog, this is a game he'd rather forget. He needs to
JR Santana looking to bounce back after struggling last series. Can he turn things around today? It's the New York Yankees taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. First pitch coming your way next. So 2 down, JR Santana will hit next. And Singy, they're dealing with a former MVP in this spot. Mizorowski, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick in 2022. 2 outs.
Ball. 1-1.
Hard hit left side. Handles, throws to first. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. Yankees nothing.
Now batting, shortstop, Santana.
And a big swing and a miss.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. And out of here. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they add a pair. It's 3-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Go Rays.
Hit on the ground to short. Tosses to first, and a quick out, number 1.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Gabriel. More.
2 on, 2 outs.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Santana.
Swing and a miss, strike 1. Correa,
1 strike.
he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
That was a hitter. When a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Got him looking, and that will end the inning. Yanks strand a pair, but they still lead it 3-1. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. Santana tossed to second, and that's 2.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, JR Santana. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field. You know, these Yankees doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
And misses inside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Struck him out looking.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Out to short. Tosses across to first. 1 up, 1 down.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And now, Jung-Hoo Lee. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Munoz is just 1 strike away. Ripped into left for a base hit. Heading for the plate. Throw is offline, and he scores. Back even, it's 3-3.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boog. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the 9th. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
Jelly back to work. Santana swings through it for strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there.
And that one gets away at the plate. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
That one inside. Look out.
Okay.
The pitch. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boo, get back on track. His team needs him.
So 2 down. Cedar Rafaela next to hit for the Rays. Line drive. Base hit. 1 run in already. Here's the throw. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Rays walk it off in the 11th. Close one here today. J.R. Santana with a remarkable season so far, leading his team in runs batted in. Can he deliver at the plate again today? It's the New York Yankees taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. First and second, no outs. Santana getting ready to hit. Outside low, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
First and second, no outs here in the second game of the series. Fought off foul. And that one fouled off. Kicks and fires. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Fastball is outside. Velasquez in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. On the ground, 2 ball. There's one. Relay to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Fouled off left side. Beozo with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And 2 away now.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
On the ground to short. And he'll be safe at first.
It doesn't really matter where you are in the lineup. Your job is to get on base and try to start a rally if you're leading off an inning. So an infield single does the job right there. Now we'll see if they can make something happen.
Santana now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back. Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
That one the other way. And there's a hit. And now two aboard. Now it's going to be Jung-Hoo Lee. On the ground to the left. Santana slings to first in time.
The left fielder, number 20, Louis Strange.
Back now in Tampa Bay. All set to start the ninth in this one. Now it's the shortstop, J.R. Santana.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
In the air, left field, Strange. In position, hauls it in for the out. That's a big first out right there, and that changed. Santana had the kind of game you'd like to avoid, which contributed to the loss. Win 1 for 5. One down. Next to hit, J.R. Santana. And Ziggy, they're dealing with a former MVP in this spot. Runner on the go. Foul ball there. Swings through that one for strike 2. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Now, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
2 out, space is empty. Swing and a foul straight back. Tied up here in the early going. This to third. Sends it to first. And that is that. Digging in, Xavier Isaac. To short, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, the sluggy shortstop, J.R. Santana. And that is out of play. Late swing, foul to the left. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here is Gleyber Torres. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. Grounder might be 2. Ariano to second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. So runner at second, 2 down. Santana now at the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
Man on second, 2 down. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The Yankees looking to rally. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Man at second. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And the right-hander deals.
No,
Just missed.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone, since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Santana with a forgettable showing in the loss. Struck out 3 times for the hat trick.